Hello, hang on, let me move my mic. I forgot my mic was all the way over there. Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing? We should be live. As you can see, unfortunately, it's just me and Joe for the minute because Rich is running late. My hair looks absolute dog right now.
That's
So,
right. Ever since I cut off my ponytail, my hair always looks like I've got bed hair.
oh, it looks awful. My hair, not yours. Yeah, we're waiting on Rich. He's had a little bit of a delay, so hopefully he shows up soon. And we'll switch it to the three-man cam and we'll get talking to him. But in the meantime, I guess we'll just chat with the audience, with you lot. He should be showing up fairly soon, so hopefully not too long. But I don't know. He said he's got to load up his laptop and stuff, and depending on how trash his laptop is, that might take a while as well. So yeah, hopefully you guys can hear me. Can you hear me in chat? Confirmation, please, from someone in the chat. How is everyone doing today? Yeah, if you missed it, last week we did a charity live stream on Saturday to raise money for mental health. And we raised, I think, 330 directly to charity. And then you did that auction and that money went off to mines. Yeah, 60, whatever it was.
66.
He's stuck in traffic, maybe. No, I think he went down to his brother's and then he had to do something because, I don't know. He phoned me and said he's running a bit late, so that's fine. Hopefully he'll show up soon and we'll talk to him. So,
What's going on, everyone in the chat? Howard, Emma, Project Games, David, how are you all? And Mike down there as well. What's going on?
he's not ditched us, so
He's got more important things to deal with at the minute, and that's fair enough. Some things are more important.
yeah, he had to just get some stuff done, so that's absolutely fine. If need be, we'll run a little bit longer today, depending on how he is. So yeah, evening, gents. Welcome to the stream. How's everyone doing? David, welcome everyone. Yeah, I've actually I picked up a load of Pokemon stuff yesterday. I don't know whether you saw it. I picked up a load of Pokemon toys and stuff. If you've not seen it, the link's actually on my Instagram, which is linked in the description, which I don't have the link, so I can't put it in chat. Maybe Emma will put the link in chat for me. Yeah, if you want to check that out, I paid £90, so actually quite a big chunk of money.
Pay up.
Yeah.
I saw what you got. I saw the marbles, and I've seen people have sold the marbles. I'm just trying to get the link up so I can see what you bought again. I don't know.
There was a lot of original figures from Tomy from 1998, I think, and then there was some more modern ones, and then there was black and white figures. There was styluses for the DS. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do a live stream. Joe, you're more than welcome to come on with me if you want. I have a Pokemon price guide booklet from 2000. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stream, go through some of the like Pokemon, like see what the prices are, and then compare them to like the recent solds, because they have the
that would be really good.
They have the
actual video, not live.
Yeah, but we could do it live and then edit it into a video. But they have the price guide for a first edition Charizard in the year 2000. Guess how much it is in the book?
50 quid.
$260. And now it's like what, 300k to $1 million, depending on like.
That's a PSA 10 though.
Yeah, but like still, like even like a PSA like 7 or something, still worth way more than that. So.
Right, so £90 for this. Let's see. Oh, there's a few zoomed in pictures. I can see. Yeah, there's some newer generation ones there, but yeah, there's some.
I think it's about £500 worth, because some of the marbles are in mint condition. The ones in the cases are brand new, like they've never been taken out. They're brand new. So I got two full brand new sets of marbles and stuff in there as well.
In marbles?
Yes, I think there's one or two.
That's always going to be like the quickest sellers, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got little marble bags. They're really cool as well. I like them. Yep. Are they suede?
Yes, and then the silver ones like shiny kind of. I don't really know how to explain it. Like a metallic.
That's like a Gen 2 one, but it's that's Gen 2. The rest of them are all Gen 1s: Voltorb, Dragonite, Hitmonlee, and Pikachu. your Dragonite and Pikachu will probably sell quite quick and quite nicely.
Richard is still coming, by the way, guys. If you've tuned in to see the stream with Richard from Night's Life, he is coming. He's just delayed. He had some stuff come up. Could this be a second sale of the day? Oh, thank God. Yeah, I've had terror. £7.50 for a video game. That means I'm on £10 today, guys. £10 in sales today. Fantastic.
I see what I'm on. I don't think I'm much ahead of you. I won't say like I've had an amazing day.
My sales have been absolutely trash today. David says he picked up 4 sealed Hidden Fates booster packs for £50 this afternoon. I overpaid, but I really wanted them. I mean, if you really... The thing is, right?
It's worth what you want to pay.
I paid £90 for that bundle, and I wasn't sure I was going to make profit, but I was like, you know what? I had these marbles as a kid. Like, I'll just go get them and see what's in there. And he's like, oh, I've thrown in a few extra bits as well. And then it was really fun for me to unbox them and like look through it all again. So I feel like I've got my money's worth just from opening the box and looking through it and that.
Are you going to do a video on it?
Maybe. I don't know whether I want to dedicate a video. I might just add it to a video. I don't think it's a whole video's worth of content, but yeah, it's going to sit on my shelf. I might list a few bits here and there, but I'm not just going to like shove it all up straight away. So,
well, I've got my weekend sales up. Today is better than Friday and Saturday. Friday was 152.
Wait for that. I've made £300 today.
I haven't made 300.
What's up, Kevin? Welcome from Florida.
I paid £206 today, and I've got 32 items going out over the weekend.
Do I have public liability insurance for selling online? No, I probably should do though.
That's something I have to look into because I'm looking at going to PAYE.
If something blows up, I guess they could sue me, but I don't really sell much electronics, to be honest. So,
do you have any insurance? Do you have stock insurance?
No, I have house insurance, but I don't know whether it covers
contents insurance.
I need to get like business contents, because I don't think it covers under just general house because it's business stuff. I'm not sure. I need to look into it, to be honest.
I need to look into that as well. I've made just over £500 over this weekend so far.
The thing is, though, like if my house burnt down right now, like it would suck that I lost that stock, but it's not the end of the world to me. Like I could rebuild that quite easily. Because I've not paid like crazy prices for it. Like if it was all RA stuff I spent like £30-40 a piece on, then that's gonna suck. But most of the stuff in that stock room I've paid like a couple pound for max. So I would probably lose like maybe £2,000 investment, 3. I don't really know how much is in there because I don't keep track like item for item. But yeah, we are still waiting for Rich to show up. So hopefully he turns up soon. He is running late. If you've joined in and wondered where he is at. What's your thoughts on the bids on the N64 prototype game? I think it was silly to make a video about it in the first place because it was obvious that was going to happen from the beginning. But I mean,
for your YouTube channel, it's good.
It is good publicity because he's made the first video. It's gone crazy. He's doing a stream tonight talking about it, and then there'll probably be a video to follow as well. So good content. It's a good little story, but if he was genuinely wanting to sell it for a high price, I don't think the auction's the way to go. Or maybe just a silent auction, like don't talk about it.
No, not so much that. Maybe go on to like there's a couple of places you can sell like video games and that on in America. Just auctions that just do video games. I can't remember what they're called, but Chase After the Right Price sent a lot of his sealed and graded Pokemon games off to this auction house and made a lot of money on them.
They're millionaires. Nick and Andrew are not millionaires.
No,
I guarantee.
No.
The auction got pulled down, by the way, because it got to 80,000. They weren't real bids, so they've relisted it at buy now for 9,999, I think.
Smugs Monkey. I am not going to be drinking Monster at all next week. I'm going on to diet. I've got a cider today, so it's not a Monster, but we're going to be cutting that out, and I'm doing a different sort of video next week. I'm doing a video on a boiled egg diet, so if you guys are interested in that sort of content, I'm going to be throwing that on my channel probably Monday, not Monday coming, Monday after. Yeah, it's gonna be savage.
Yeah, we're just waiting for Rich to show up. I've sent a message on Discord to tell him to drop down to the room when he's here, and we'll drag him in. And we'll switch the screen to the 3-man screen. They are millionaires. They don't need the money. They're not millionaires. I think I already read that one. Nick wins either way. He either makes lots of money from YouTube or makes lots of money from eBay and YouTube. Yeah, I think he's going to struggle.
Have you checked out his Social Blade?
Social Blade's a load of rubbish anyway.
Is it? I don't know. I think it's quite accurate on mine. It's accurate on mine.
Oh, we got a message from Rich. Bear with me.
Did you find it?
No, I'm talking to Rich to get him in. He's trying to work out how to do it. Why did you put on some weight? I guess that's targeted towards you, Joe, because you're going on a diet.
Because lockdown and I didn't go to the gym, so I've put on a lot of weight. It's all going to come off soon.
I'm an insurance claims assessor, and the issue you would have is what would new for old be on something that may be obsolete. So are you saying that if you insure your stock, would they insure for the price you paid for it or the price you're trying to sell it for? I don't really know how that would work, to be honest. That's a good question. I guess you just buy insurance up to a certain price and then they just pay out that price. I'm not sure. You would know more about that than I would since you do insurance.
Where'd you see that insurance?
Mike Harris in the chat.
Mike Harrison. I'm insurance claims assessor, and I assume you would move for old. I think really, as long as you just declare the value of your stock, obviously the insurance price you get based on that. Let's say if I declared £1 million worth of stock, my insurance is going to be a lot higher. But if I claimed that my stock is worth 20,000, because that's what I've paid for it, then my insurance is not going to be as high. It'll be lower. So
What's up, Power Monkey? Do I do these lives regularly? Yes, every Sunday we do a chat with another reseller. Unfortunately, currently our guest is running late and they're trying to work out how to get in the chat, so we're sorting that out right now. But yeah, every Sunday at 7:30 UK time GMT.
Have you ever sold to Power Monkey?
Yes, I have. I don't know whether that's actually them, but if that is actually the real Power Monkey from eBay, yes, I have sold to them.
I've sold so much to them.
Literally. Yeah. And then there's the other one. There's Power Monkey and what's the other one?
I know who you're on about there, yeah.
I can't remember. Oh, there he is. Hang on. 1 second, guys. I'm going to go to the Be Right Back screen because it's going to mess up on screen, so bear with us 1 second. And I'm going to mute us as well so we can talk to Rich, get this sorted out. We're back in 2 seconds. And we are back, and for some reason my face is like really zoomed in now, and I do not know why. Am I really zoomed in? Hello? Why am I so zoomed in? What is going on? That's kind of weird. Hang on, I'm trying to work out why I'm... Why am I all the way zoomed in? Oh, is this because I used this as your thing the other day, Joe? Do you remember?
Well, what, for the Pokemon cards, yeah?
Yeah, and I zoomed it right in. How do I edit that? That is a good question.
Power Monkey, the sort of things I sell, video games, anything I can make money on, really. If I buy it and sell it for more than I bought it for, that's what I'll do. And mostly, Pound Monkey buys from me video games. So any video games I list, they are drop shippers. So they'll buy it from me and have it shipped to someone else, and then send me a message saying, please wrap this perfectly and don't add any receipts in because it's for my best friend's birthday.
Oh. What's going on here? Hang on a second, guys. I've just broken something on the screen, and I don't know what I've broken.
How are you, Rich?
Yeah, all right, mate. I'm just knackered.
Oh dear. Oh dear, what are you doing?
I was only supposed to go up. I was only supposed to go up and bring my brother's horses in on the way up here.
Bear with me.
And yeah, I was supposed to put the horses in and chuck their feed in, but my niece hadn't been up there and mucked them out or done their feeds or anything. So I've just been up there for over an hour trying to sweating, trying to get it done before this.
I remember when
I've literally just got into my brother's, as you can see by the flushed cheeks.
I used to get paid stable every time I was mucking.
Oh, I'm scared of horses as well. That's the thing. Because a couple of them are ex-race horses and they're massive.
Yeah.
And they're just like muscle and legs, aren't they? And they get a bit spooky when you try and get them in from the field. And it's just, no, I've done it. It was just getting dark as well, so it was a bit more scary than usual.
Well, I'm just trying to sort out my camera, guys, because it's all zoomed in. I don't know how to fix it, so I'm trying to add another one. So bear with me. I just gotta like edit this real quick.
Alan, they don't ever message me saying that. They buy the products what I sell for the price I sell them for, but they message me after they've purchased it, after they've paid, and they'll say, this is what... Oh dear, I don't know what's happened to the computer.
No, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Keep going. There we go, fixed.
So they pay full price. So I'm always really happy because they do pay full price.
I don't know whether that is the real one or whether they're just trolling or something in the chat, like pretending to be Pound Monkey. But
it doesn't matter. I think they're fantastic people. I think what they do is absolutely fine as long as they're happy and I'm happy. I get my full asking price and it's sold item and I send it out. It doesn't matter to me.
Right, let's start the stream from scratch because our guest is now here. So welcome, Rich from Night's Life. How are you?
Thank you, mate. I'm all right.
You made it in the end.
Blushed, yeah. I made it in the end. I bombed it from the stables to here.
I received. We were supposed to do like a audio visual check like at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, no, that's why I phoned you at 7 o'clock.
Yeah, it was like 2 minutes to 7. I get a panicked phone call from Rich like, I'm running late, I'm sorry, forgive me. And I was like, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Don't worry about it. You're good at, yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. But you're here now, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Are you in your brother's? Is that where you are now then?
Yeah, I've just literally got here and run up and said hello to him and run up the stairs quick and run past my dinner.
It's okay. The show must go on. We started without you, unfortunately, but
that's all right. That's all right. I thought it was best to let you know anyway, so at least you could crack on. Are we running for a YouTube? Because I can't see any comments.
Yes. If you want to bring it up on your phone, it might be the easiest way.
Oh,
to
right,
do it.
okay.
That's what I do, Rich. I literally just have it on my phone there, so I can read the comments.
Yeah, just make sure it's muted and all that, and then you should be fine. But yeah, if you don't know who Rich is, he's from the channel Night's Life. It's pretty good. Pretty good. It's not, not as good as mine and Joe's. No,
it's only a little channel, isn't it?
No, he's doing well. What was you when we met last year? Because obviously me and Rich have met before. We used to do CARBOOT and stuff videos together and that. You had what, like 200 subs maybe? Something. It was around.
Yeah, about 200 and 230 or something.
And now you're up to what, 670, something like that. So you're
673. I was 675, but obviously a couple of people don't like what I'm doing, so they're missing out now.
You always get people unsubscribe. And
I'm not bothered.
So.
I'll get 2 thumbs. I'll get 2 thumbs down before like within the first 10 seconds of my video going live now, so I don't care. Let them crack on. I don't even acknowledge it, so
I do acknowledge it, and it
just
really
going to turn your
out.
voice down tiny.
Which makes it only happen even more. So
exactly.
But I'm changing my content up next week. I'm going on to doing a little diet thing on there. Going to add some.
I've said that as well.
I know. I'm
need to
actually
do
doing
that.
a video on it. I went out.
I think we're all going on diets after this lockdown ends.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna because I used to run. I used to run 3 miles a day and do the gym for 2 hours a day. And
yeah,
I had a shoulder injury and it all went out the window. But like we've got the beach. There's some nice runs down the beach. So like I said to the wife, I'm going to start running again, get
Where are
fit.
you based?
Little Hampton, right on the south coast.
Okay.
yeah, you have a nice little beach down there. That would be
Oh, it's
cool to
lovely
run
down
on.
there.
Have they when everything kicked off? Did they tape off the beach? Like, you're not allowed on the beach.
No,
They just
and
left
you
it.
know what? Even when it was locked down, and then they opened it up and said, but you still got to be careful because it was sunny. They were like sardines on the beach. It was crazy. I think I did a little video on it, like walking down there, and it was absolute heaving. Yeah, I've done some drone flying over there as well. It was just like they were like sardines. It was
Yeah,
nuts.
see, I'd fly a drone and then it would fall out of the sky and land on someone's head or something.
Oh, did you see the video? I've got a video up where it actually I didn't charge the batteries properly, and it started beeping on the way. I nearly had it back, and it started beeping, and then it started going down in some back gardens and that, and I didn't know where it was. And I was going, no, I've lost it. And lucky enough, the GPS, I tracked it, and
I was going to say, does it have a GPS on it so you can go
I
find it?
had like one piece of paper in my car and a pen. Lucky enough, I ripped it in half, and I thought it's roughly here. So like I'd done, I think number 1 and number 2 in this road. Put a note through their door. Within an hour, the guy said, "Look, I've just found your drone in a tree. I've just managed to get it, but it's not looking very good." Excuse me. So anyway, I got there, and then like about half an hour after that, the lady next door to him phoned and said, "I'm sorry, darling, I can't find your phone, your drone." So I was like, "Oh, don't worry, your next door neighbour's got it." Anyway, I went round there and stuck a thank you card and 20 quid for his door and an envelope just to get a takeaway or something. Because it's a 1,500 quid drone and there was nothing wrong with it. I don't know what made him think it was in a bad state. There was nothing wrong with it at all.
He probably tried to fly it. He's probably throwing it in the air, like, come on,
Yeah. It's
not
working.
working.
Back.
Yeah, that's why did it crash? Did you do bad driving or did it just lose GPS?
No, what it was, it'd been sat a while, and they're called intelligent batteries. What it is, if they're sat about for a while, they start discharging their power, so that next time we charge them up, they don't sort of get knackered. So I thought, oh, they haven't been sat about for that long, they'll be all right. Bunged right in, took it out. Obviously, it started discharging, and it didn't have enough to get back.
I've seen people fly it out of the range, and then it just drops out of the sky because they can't get it back, and they're like,
some people, because it's about a 4.5 mile distance away, you can fly them. Some people push them to the limit, and my mate did it. He flew his up at Dover, and he flew it right out, and then all of a sudden it just disappeared, and he never saw it again.
Oh my god! And I've seen people drop them in the sea. It's like, oh.
I think that's where he's went. I think he's went in the sea because he was trying to fly around this lighthouse at the bottom of the Dover, and
I'd be so scared to do that. Could you imagine?
I think he bought another drone because he still had the remote, so he didn't have to pay out for another remote, but he got another drone.
I want to get a drone that follows you. You can set it to a height and then it follows you. So then when I'm at
my one does it. You just click. You just highlight yourself. Or you put it into you can put it into a spin, say it's spotlight or something. They put it into a spin, and wherever you walk, it just follows you in circles.
Yeah, but I'm thinking one that's right behind your head, and then when you're doing the CARBOOT, walking down.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that where it's above you and just click on yourself, and it just follows you.
I think Joe's frozen. Joe, your camera's.
I'm just not talking.
No, your camera's definitely frozen.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'll stop it and start again.
Okay. It's gonna change. Oh, there we go. What's up, Dixon? How are you doing? I assume you're talking about a Phantom drone. Great bit of kit. Probably. Is it a Phantom you have, or the white one?
DJI Mavic Pro. Mine's a Mavic Pro. It's DJI, so it's the same people as Phantom, but it's the Mavic Pro.
Is that the little grey one?
Is my camera working?
Yeah, it's the grey one with the fold-out legs.
Yeah, you're fixed.
Oh,
yeah. Hi everybody in the chat. Sorry, I'm looking on my phone at the minute.
If you're by the sea,
Like,
Do you ever fly your drone over the sea and see anything really cool in the ocean? I've been watching a couple of new YouTubers, and one of them
yeah,
literally follows sharks. Follows sharks as they're swimming.
yeah.
I think they're
We
amazing.
don't get sharks unlucky. Well, no, actually, there have been a couple off the south coast, but like I always sort of look for like because we get they're called smooth hounds, and they are like little baby sharks. They just look like baby sharks. So we do get smooth hounds and that. So I always try to, or if I'm out flying and I see a jet ski, I sort of follow him out a little bit and try and do a little bit of cinematic round him or something, or a sailing boat.
We get basking sharks and we get like fresher sharks
Yeah.
like that. Obviously,
I mean, when it's really warm, when I first moved down there, me and my wife, I met her after work and we went and just had a little paddle in the sea, and it was so warm. There were fish like that, like I think they're called bass, blonde bass or something. They were literally shoals of them swimming around your feet. Amazing.
bass,
I'd have
yeah,
grabbed one for dinner.
yeah, bass coming like yeah, they're good for eating.
Take it down the chippy, like, can you batter this?
I did do a bit of a live week or two ago, and we were walking the dogs down the beach, and there was just I don't know what had happened, whether it was fishermen or whether it was a change in the temperature of the sea. But we was walking along the beach, and there was just like it must have been about 30, 40, 50 crabs just all dead in a row, like
Oh, COVID.
washed in off the beach.
It's in the sea.
Yeah, crab COVID, crab COVID.
Crovid.
No, I love it living down there. I couldn't move away from there now. Right now, I love it.
So, you obviously, people probably know that now that you do like movie props and stuff. You were doing that before, like, you went full time and everything. But what was you doing before you went full time? Where was you working? What was you doing?
Before I went full time, I was working for a transport company, and just got my phone there, so I can't see the
Because
chat.
when did you go full time exactly? It was recent, wasn't it?
I was furloughed. I was furloughed last April. On April the 1st, funny enough, I thought it was a joke because my boss was a bit of a joker. And he said, "Oh, do you mind going furlough?" I said, "Well, really?" He said, "Well, we're concerned about your asthma because you're asthmatic. We'll put you off first." And I was like, oh, "Okay, whatever." So yeah, I came away from there and then started selling my own stuff really, and just thought, try and get rid of a bit of stuff. I've just got loads of crap sitting about, and it was going all right. So I thought I was making a few quid, and then I went back and just a couple of things were said, and it didn't. I don't know. The boss had said a couple of dodgy things before, and I copped the and we'd had a bit of a barney. So I just decided, with a couple of other things as well, just decided it was time to leave. And where I'd had a little head start, because where I was on furlough, I had that little head start where I could see and test the waters whether the reselling would work. So for me, it was a no-brainer really. You know, I don't want to be told what to do anymore.
And then didn't they ask you to like go back at some point as well? You went
I was
back for
go
like
back. I went back June or July, and I say it just wasn't. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it, and a few things were said. A few crosswords were said between me and the boss, and
What was said?
in the
I'm not watching this. Don't worry.
expose
no,
time.
yeah, and it was just like it was just that time. It was just time to go, so I just gave 2 weeks' notice. You know, there was other things going on as well, which I don't want to go into really. But you know, I mean, there was other things going on, and it was just the right thing to do.
I still speak
To
to
leave.
my old boss from the place where I was working.
Yeah,
When we went back, and obviously when we went back, it was absolute mayhem because it was eat out to help out or something like that. That scheme that was going on, and it was like every day was like a Christmas dinner. I don't know if you know what it's like in a kitchen during Christmas time, but it was absolute mayhem.
It was only, what was it, like Monday to Wednesday or something?
Yeah,
Or something?
Monday to Wednesday. Yeah,
it was the worst days of the week. Normally it would be Sunday because you'll get like quite a few hundred people coming on Sunday, and then you still get that same sort of amount of people on the Mondays and other days, and you know it really destroys.
Yeah, this time they need to do help out to gym out. Like they need to give us all gym memberships.
I think they should. They should make
only
gym.
serve salads.
They'd save so much money. Think if they give everyone a year's free gym membership, how many people would like lose enough weight to not have a heart attack and need to go to hospital?
Yeah, but how full would these gyms be? Like, I know
Well,
for one, like I go into the gym my headphones are on, and I do an hour of cardio before I do anything else. And my head's down. I concentrate on that. I'm not looking up because I don't like to look at people while they're training because I feel conscious that they're watching me while I'm training. So I just get my head down, crack on with it. When I'm in a boxing gym, it's so much better atmosphere because you're all friends, you all know each other. Go in, you punch someone in the face, and then he punches you back in the face. It's brilliant. So much better than a normal gym.
Yeah, my main gym, not the boxing gym, but the actual like proper gym, or the like vein gym as I like to call it, because all the vain people go there to look at themselves in the mirror. That gym is like book. You have to like pre-book. So you have to ring up and like book an hour slot, and then they like you have to wait outside the gym, and then they come out. You know, you had like birthday parties when you're a kid, and they come out, and then you like march in like in a line. It's like that. They're like group 7 p.m. and then you'll march in like in a line. Like you've got an hour, and then after the hour they kick you all out.
So how much is your gym?
Our gym's quite nice because we joined just before lockdown, and obviously then down happened, so we jacked it in. But it's quite nice because where they got most of the machines, it's in front of these massive windows, and it just looks out onto the sea, the beach. So
yeah, my main gym actually got bulldozed down, so I'm at a different one. Like,
oh, they knocked ours down and built this new one. And it's just nice because if you're on the treadmill, you know, it's boring, isn't it? When you're just looking at the wall and you're just, you know what I mean? It just gets boring. But like where you're looking out and you can see the beach and you can see all what's going on, you can see the sea. It's just a bit of a nicer thing to look at. It sort of takes your mind off it.
Yeah. Andy in the chat says no need for gyms, just cut your carbs and make sure you get enough sleep. That's true, but like the gym for me is like a mental health thing. Like when you go to the gym, you just feel so good mentally. Like it's amazing. Like
I totally agree.
Yeah, it's drinking water as well. Drinking water as well because I never drink water. That's the problem.
I think
I don't do it.
Stands that when you feel hungry, 90% of the time it's actually because you're
thirsty. Yeah.
So have a pint
fill yourself up with water
before you eat anything else. Have a pint of water. See what happens after that. If you're still hungry, you're probably hungry. But if you're not hungry, it's probably just because you needed some water.
Well, I was never taught to drink as a kid. Like I was never taught you need water like every hour or something. Like it was just like I'd go out and then I'd get super thirsty. I'd come home, drink like an orange squash or something, and I'd go back out again.
I couldn't tell you the last time I drank a glass of water, and it's crazy, really, because I sort of tell my son to do it and make sure my son drinks plenty, but I just don't do it.
I'm terrible for
coffee and gin.
Monster energy drink.
That's it. Like, I'll just drink like 10 teas during the day, and then that'll be it. Like have a sparkling water.
Yeah,
But also tap water is just so horrible. I've gone out and I've bought some cold water because from Tesco's it's like 19p or something a bottle, and I've filled it with. I've cut up a couple of lemons. I've got a couple of bottles. I've filled them all up with lemons in it as well because all I'm allowed to drink next week is water. And apparently, if you have lemons in it, it sort of like helps with your hunger. So I've got lemons in it. Now I've got lemon water all week next week. No Monster for me. I've got Monster at work, so I'm going to turn up to work. I'm going to have to try and stash that Monster away somewhere where I'm not going to remember about it for 3 weeks.
Just don't drink Monster. Monster like melts you from the inside out. All energy drinks. To be honest, I don't really like energy drinks anyway. Like I think I got lucky that I don't like them, because if I liked them, like it'd be dreadful. I'd be drinking them all day.
They are addictive. I quit Monster Energy for about a month, and that's the longest I've ever quit for. Terrible accomplishment, but you know.
So you,
I used to work for a removal company, and we were moving this big, massive meeting table into Red Bull headquarters.
Oh.
And around Red Bull headquarters, they just got chill bins with, like, and you can just help yourself. So that day we was all like going home like that.
Yeah.
Just been like necking loads of Red Bull because
they probably watching you like having bets on the cameras, like how many are they going to have? Oh, there he goes. He's on his third, fourth.
Let's see how quick they can get this table in. Let's get fueled up.
So you quit. You left. They furloughed you, and then you left. You didn't want to go back.
No,
so
I just thought I'd rather be at home listing stuff on eBay. Although nowadays I don't list anything on eBay. I don't have the time. But
where'd you list?
I just thought I'd rather be at home, listing on eBay, doing my thing, than sitting on a forklift for 14 hours a day in the freezing cold, whether it's raining, snowing. I mean, I was literally loading and unloading lorries all day long on a forklift, on a like no side doors or nothing on it. It was like you just put more layers on if you get cold, and it was literally, it was dark when I got there, and it was dark when I went home, and it was just dreary.
That's mad. Like that can't be good. Like how long you drive, like you're gonna get things wrong and make mistakes and stuff. Like what?
Yeah, I mean, obviously you have your breaks, and sometimes it's not down to you, but like it's just part of the course that the pallet's going to go over. And last thing you want to do is a pallet going over last thing at night. Sometimes you just can't help it. You get a little bump on the ground, and it'll just go. It isn't packed properly, or a lot of the times we would just spend half a day picking stuff up off the lorries that was loaded badly at the other end at the hub, and it gets down here, and then you're picking up just bottles of stuff that's gone everywhere. It was crazy.
So
I
you
was,
left. You started like listing your own stuff. What? When did you start like going out to like actually buy fresh stock, like with intent to sell?
I mean, I'd have a little mooch around the shops and that, and just buy a couple of bits, but I wasn't really. I wasn't. All I was really doing was just, if I sold something, I just bought more stuff with it. That was all I was doing, just going to charity shops or doing Facebook Marketplace. Because thing is, I mean, I know you can stream or download most things nowadays, but I like to have my own, in my own collection. I like to have my own collection of my DVDs and my Blu-rays to watch. I like the physical media. So if there's someone that's, I mean, around my way, there's one lady, and she was just putting up 200 DVDs for a fiver or something, or free. I was picking up loads of bags of them for free, and now I'm just overrun with them. But like, I like to pick out the ones I want. I've sold a few gems, and then you're just left with loads, which I'm just going to do bundles of. Just going to bundle them up and get rid of.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. That CARBOOT season this year. You just come along with like
Oh,
1,000
love it.
DVDs.
Oh, actually, I was moving all the stuff yesterday from the last one we done, with all the china still that's left in it, and the sunglasses, cameras, and all the bits and pieces. So
Was
yeah,
it 10 DVDs get a wallet free and a pair of sunglasses?
yeah, it was something like that, wasn't it? It was something like that.
Because we went charity shopping together. What, that must have been like just when everything reopened, right? So maybe June, July, something around that sort of
I don't
time.
know. Was it after? Yeah, no, it must have been before it all shut down, surely, because there was no masks or nothing about. So maybe it was. Was it not before that?
No, we
No, because
were
no,
wearing
it all shut
masks.
down April.
We
No,
were
it
wearing
was,
masks.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
it was wearing masks.
Oh, we
Yeah.
were actually, because I remember when we went to Greg's. Yeah, because I remember when we went and got something to eat.
Yeah.
No, it was, because that's the
Awesome.
first time he took me into your decent one, and then it's
Yeah.
obviously not decent anymore. But
Well, hopefully, I don't know. I don't know. I didn't get many attempts to go in there after he got booted out. So, yeah. For anyone that didn't know, I had a local charity shop that was run by the church, and it was so cheap in there. Like I could just I could fill two.
for a vintage.
I was filling two
Screen.
Costco bags full of stuff, and then it was just like £5. Like people would call me out on the videos, like you're a liar.
Yeah, no one believed you, did they?
They were
No
like,
one
"You're a
believed you.
liar!" Like, there's no way that you just got all of that for £5, and it's like, well, but I did. Like,
Yeah.
and then I had to make a video like undercover because he didn't like being filmed, so I filmed a video undercover with like it face into the ground, like with all the stuff, and I was like, "So how much?" And he was like, £5. Like I wanted to just capture it just for the video to prove like I'm not just making like the prices up for like a good content. Like it was actually legit.
I saw it.
I don't see the point in lying about stuff like that either. I don't know why anybody would make content lying about how much something, or like what. There's no motivation. You're not going to get hundreds of more views because you said I paid £5 for this.
Yeah, of course.
Same amount of views. There's nothing in it for you, so I don't understand what would be the need of calling someone out. It's the same as calling someone out.
People just can't help it, can they?
Well, they just didn't like to think that they weren't getting the same deals. Maybe, I don't know.
I think it's all with your contacts. Like contacts do make the reseller. If you've got your contacts, you can do. Obviously, I've got some good contacts I keep to myself. I share some contacts because they're just moderate, and then there's some crap contacts which I won't ever use again. But I don't mind sharing the
Yeah.
moderate ones because the deal's like you're going to make double your money on it. Like whereas
Yeah.
the ones where I'm going to make 10 times my money, them contacts I
Keep
keep them for
yourself.
myself. I can't. It's not affordable. It's no affordability to give them sort of contacts out. Contacts out.
Ah,
It's my business at the end of the day. It's how I make a living. It's how I make money to pay for my bills. Like, and if
yeah.
I turn around to everybody on YouTube for the £40 a month for whatever I'm going to get for doing YouTube content, because guys, this person's brilliant. You know, go and use him. I'm not going to get as much good deals, am I?
So are you planning
That's
on
same as
like
me.
moving away from like the tat, and are you just moving straight into like purely the movie side of things, like with the props and stuff that you're doing with your brother, or are you just gonna like do a bit on
No,
the
I
side?
don't
Or
think so because I still enjoy it. I still enjoy that side of it. So, but what I'm probably going to do is separate that and just do film props in one eBay and then do my stuff in another one.
yeah,
Because obviously I'm selling it, rather. So it's best to keep it all separate. I mean, I've set up an eBay gum now and I've got all my feedback transferred over. So
Have you
got
made any
me
sales?
4,500 feedback on there now.
Have you made any sales on it yet, though?
I haven't even listed on there yet.
Have you not?
I've got it all set up and ready to go. But I've been at home and I've been trying to get out the storage unit the last week or two, and I moved some boxes of stuff, CARBOOT stuff, so in banana boxes. I moved it inside my main bit of the summer house, and it was just wet. There was water sucked up through the floor, so I've had to deal with all that this week, and it's
do you
just
want to
everything.
are you able to like just go over for anyone in the chat that doesn't know about the props and stuff, what it is, how that started, like, how you got into that, like just give it a little bit of a rundown for anyone, because obviously we're talking about it and some people don't know what we're even getting
Yeah.
on about. So
Well, my brother's not a YouTuber reseller. My brother works for a famous actor. Um, but my brother's been doing film props since 2000. He decided he was going to start up this business, liked all the big companies that deal with the films and the directors and people. And he got himself a nice little list together. Hang on, sneezing a minute. I've been up elbow deep in straw and hay. Um, and yeah, so in 2000 he sort of started it up, and he's been doing it since then. So last 14 years, I believe, he's been working for Brian Acid, Flash Gordon. Um, and I've been selling props on and off since 2003, so I've sort of done my own thing with it. And it started off, me and my brother did a bit together, and I bought some props off him and then did my own thing. And along the way, since sort of 2003, we've sort of gone off, done our own thing, and then come back together and done it. Um, yeah, but it's at the moment he's just got so many props. I'm just helping him get rid of, and it helps him out, helps me out, and it's just taking up really a lot of time at the moment because I spend some of my time up here helping him out, and then sort of the other half the time at home the wife wants stuff done. So yeah, it's pretty full on with the props at the moment, but I don't want to give up doing the tack because I like car boots.
yeah,
I'm
Another hub.
hungry for car boots now. I'm hungry for the charity shops to be open again. And I love it. Love it.
do you reckon you're gonna get any Star Wars stuff from the, didn't you
I've
say
had
there was
Star
this?
I've had Star Wars stuff from a few of the films because we actually know the guy that makes speeder bikes and that.
Oh yeah,
So he's it's not him the stuff's coming from, but like we know people on it that are really good. Um, I know at Pinewood they're doing something to do with Star Wars. I'm not sure what it is because they were doing new Jurassic Park up there as well. They're doing some of that.
I got a Star
Um,
Wars prop actually. Do you want to see
yeah,
it?
yeah, go on then.
Show me this one earlier.
It's very accurate. I'm actually friends with the Mandalorian, like himself in real life, and he sent me this one. So he
Baby
said
Yoda.
it moves as well. It's quite loud.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's cool. I like that.
It's
like
pretty
a
cool.
Furby.
Kind of like a
That
Furby,
is
yeah.
cool. got
don't-
because I'm trying to obviously sort out my main side of my sunroom. So I'm do like obviously do my YouTube, and I'm going to get a nice backdrop with film props and that. And I've got like a shelf. I'm going to have one of Duracell bunnies on it. I've got a dancing Jar Jar Binks. I've got some props and that are going to go on.
I had the
And,
Jar Jar Binks, but his leg broke off. His leg
What is that?
snapped.
Someone was selling one near me. The box is absolutely battered, but I paid a tenner for it. So
Yeah, he didn't dance either. The sound worked, but there was no dancing. I was like, oh, I finally found one. I got it at the CARBOOT. So I sold it. It went off to someone that, you know, just wanted to have it on their shelf, I guess. They paid what I paid for it, so...
some people just they're not bothered about if it works or not, are they? As long as it looks all right, they're not worried.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, look at that gun behind me. Look how cool that looks.
Oh yeah, I saw it when you got that one. That is cool.
Yeah.
Is that
How
from
much you
Gears
didn't
of
pay a lot
War?
for it, did you?
Sorry?
Yeah,
From Gears of War?
Yeah, it's from Gears of War. It's the Retro Lancer. I'd rather keep it than undersell it. Do you know what I mean? So
I'd love the ones I'm getting at the minute in the Halo from the Steven Spielberg Halo
It's
series.
Oh, can you get me a laser sword? If you get me the
well,
laser
get
sword.
all kind of stuff. Right money, they can get everything.
Yeah, if they have one,
Yeah.
get it for me. I'll buy it. I want it. Yeah, because they're making like a Star Wars, not Star Wars, Halo like TV show or something, right?
Yeah,
Or
that's
movie.
the one Spielberg's doing at the minute in Budapest.
They tried making the Star Wars. Why do I keep saying Star Wars? They tried making a Halo series like years ago, and it just never worked because like they couldn't get
This one's
the
Spielberg. This
they couldn't get it to
budget.
work with like the outfits. Like it just was a bit like stiff, like you know. But
did you ever watch? I said, did you ever watch? It's only just finished. Did you watch One Division?
no,
No,
I haven't seen it
it's
yet.
like
I want to watch it.
superheroes,
Everyone's
right?
started talking about it.
it's
I
alright.
don't like I
Yeah.
don't like superheroes. So
I don't like. I don't know. I mean, I used to like a couple of the Batmans, but I'm not one that watches all the Batmans. I've never sort of watched anything like got into like watching all the Lord of the Rings or all the Harry Potters and all that. But I'd like to go to Harry Potter world purely for the costumes and the sets and the props. I'm more into
where is
that.
that? Where is Harry Potter World at?
It's up at Leavesden. It's
Oh,
right
you
next door. When I went up to, because obviously I went up to pick some bits up off of a contact, and he got me into Leavesden. Got me a pass. I managed to get in, and I was watching some filming on the Tarzan film.
All right.
They had this. It was supposed to be in the rivers of Africa, and he got this big paddle steamer on that, like in a big square, just like a big square brick pond filled with
Yeah.
water. We've got all the divers in the water and all the actors are on the boat, and they've set up all the special effects to go off. And we must have waited 2 hours for all the clouds to disappear. So it's supposed to be sunny. It's supposed to be in Africa. Literally, this thing was over in 15 seconds, I reckon. This scene, or 20 seconds, and it's literally a cut. There's seconds on screen, and the director wasn't happy, so I had to reset. And they had to redo it all again, and it took the whole day just for about 20 seconds of.
So mad. What they have to wait for like the clouds to go over and stuff.
Yeah, well, my brother went up there. When my brother went up, Samuel L. Jackson was on set. I didn't see him. I was on. I see this girl come on set, and she was giggling with another couple of girls that were stood next to me. There must have been like 40 or 50 people on set watching the filming, and I didn't realise at the time because I didn't know who she was. And then I saw Suicide Squad and realised it was Margot Robbie.
Or whatever her name is.
I didn't even know who she was.
She's brilliant in as
A Wolf of Wall Street, you're going to say?
no Harley Quinn.
Oh, she's brilliant. Yeah, she's wicked in that.
I don't like superheroes, so I don't watch any of that.
Oh, but no, Suicide Squad's a bit different.
Definitely the opposite to a superhero.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. All my phones are going off. Everything's
You making loads of sales or something over there?
No, not at the minute. Nothing's finishing today, so. But I've had loads of bids earlier on. Just on some Vikings bits and some other bits and pieces.
Alan says she's delicious, so. In Wolf of Wall Street. Is that your phone, Rich?
Yeah,
Pinging away. So loud.
Man. Wow. Oh, why they're so loud.
Apparently they're making a Fallout game TV series. I didn't know that. That seems to be the new thing, is making video games into movies and
I did
series
know that.
again.
I knew they're doing that because I got a Fallout mystery box the other day, so that was definitely getting sold just because that Fallout TV series is coming out. I think it's Netflix, isn't it? Is it them who got it?
I don't know, he said Amazon, so
Might be Amazon. I didn't read the comment.
so they're saying what, the 12th of April the shops reopened, so that, I guess that includes charity shops and all
I
that
was supposed
stuff.
to get married.
Yeah, I think it's so.
I was supposed to get married in May the 12th, and we're not allowed to fly out because I was supposed to get married in Cyprus. We're not allowed to fly out until May the 17th now.
Just get married in a McDonald's, man.
No.
Get a free Big
Just go drive for it.
McFlurry.
My wife said she wished that we would just have we'd have just gone off and just done it abroad on a beach.
That's what we're
Just
doing.
cheap.
That's
I mean,
what we're doing. We're going
mine was-
to Mallorca, not Mallorca, to
we went on honeymoon to Mallorca, but my wedding was, it was something silly like 25 grand.
Jesus.
It was nuts, and I've got
Where?
the car free. My wife stayed at the hotel the night before, and a friend of ours. He said, "Do you want a car for the wedding?" I said, "Don't need one. She's staying at a hotel." He said, "No, do you want a car?" And he works for Harwood's in Chichester, I think it was. And I said, "Well, what are you talking?" He said, "Well, you can have what you want. A Jag, a Aston Martin." I went, "What type of Aston Martin?" So I ended up with a brand spanking new. I think it was a V8 Vantage. It was £120,000 worth of Aston. It was lovely.
Imagine if you crashed it.
I didn't drive it. I was just getting chauffeured. So that was good enough for me.
See, that wouldn't, like, cars to me, it's just like, I wouldn't care if I pulled up in a Mini or like a Ferrari. It makes no difference to me whatsoever.
Oh no, I'd been quite happy driving myself there in my Civic. I'm not. It doesn't matter to me. But he offered me a car, and I just thought, well, why not? Why not?
Adam said you should get married live on YouTube. I don't know whether Lauren would like having your wedding broadcast on YouTube.
Yeah, so we could get all of our little bitter haters come in and say something about it. Brilliant idea.
They'll be like, "Joe, you look fat." And they'll be like, "No, how dare you?" At least you don't have to. At least you don't have to diet like right now for the wedding.
No, I'll tell you one thing. I am dieting right now, not for the wedding, but because lockdown's going to be coming out soon. I'm going to be able to go punch someone in the face middle of this year in boxing match. So I'm going to get ready for that.
Yeah.
Oh dear. My
If anybody
was you MMA? You fighting?
I used to be.
Yeah.
I used to be, yeah.
My mate's nephew is Michael Bisping.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember you saying
Champion.
before.
Yeah.
I think, well, he used to be a champion. He's a retired fighter now, but
He'd had detached retina, didn't he? He's got a false eye now, so.
yeah, he had a fight with Kelvin Gastelum that.
But
Really,
he does acting now, so he's all right. He's not bothered.
yeah, I'm sure he's not bothered because he's also still on the UFC payroll because he's one of the commentators as well.
Oh yeah, he's a commentator. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, no, he's doing all right. Doing all right.
Kieran wants
Like
to know
a
who
tenner
you're
behind
fighting, Joe.
Whoever wants to fight me, I don't mind. Could be anyone. If you want to go,
Fight Kieran.
I'll get you a nice purse. Not like a purse, but as in like money, cash.
I get Prada purse.
Get you some Gucci.
Gucci
Give you a
purse.
nice Gucci if you come fight me. It doesn't matter as long as somebody wants a bit of bits of competition, bit of fun, raise a bit of money for charity. It's all game.
Apparently, you're boxing Reselling White Boy, according to Alan.
Oh,
That'd be interesting.
I don't think it would be interesting.
What are you saying? You beat him? You call him out?
I'd say that I'm probably a lot bigger than him. I'd say that I probably outweigh him. Like, I'd probably weigh 3 of him.
Yeah, and I weigh like 3 of you, so.
I thought you then.
Hmm?
No, we
Yeah,
already
you two can have a fight.
What?
we've already gone through this, and if we get enough interest, me and Jay will fight for.
I would have. We were planning on doing it last year, but like
Yeah.
obviously it just the lockdowns ruined it. And
Maybe
I was actually training. And I actually lost a load of weight. If you go back and watch my videos from like when was it, like July? Maybe a bit before that. I don't know. Like I was so much slimmer. Like I was running every day, like exercising, like dieting.
Or maybe where we've all like been putting weight on in lockdown and all that, because my missus just keeps telling me that I need to lose weight. Perhaps we should all do a sumo wrestling.
I'll be well game for that as well. I'll tell you one thing. You laugh and joke about that, but I genuinely think sumo wrestling probably would be one of the hardest sports to do.
Oh, it'd be funny though, wouldn't it?
You just like move out the way.
Big, like the amount of like strength you have to do that, and like
God, to lift one another out of the ring. Jesus.
balance as well. The balance what you have to have, because what you've got to do is like you're pushing as hard as you can on one person. What you've got to do is move to the side, and they're going to get flying, but they're going to prevent that. Like, I'd love to learn how to sumo wrestle.
The perfect haircut as well, Joe, before you cut it off.
Yeah, I like could have
No,
full on.
not.
Like if you got
perfect,
people,
you just had to got the old special pants for us all, and then we'd have been all right.
vintage. Have you seen Butterbean? Of course, I've seen Butterbean. What a legend!
He's dead, isn't he?
No, is he?
Butterbean.
So.
Oh yeah, no, he's
Pretty sure.
yeah, he's years ago. He was, didn't he? When he in one of the Jackass things.
He was, yeah, because he
Yeah.
was in the face, didn't he? Not Steve.
That's right. Yeah, knocked
It
him
wasn't
out.
Steve. It was
The
Oh
mini
no, it's the other one. The one that's acting now.
I know you're on about Chooks of Hazards. Him.
Yeah, and he's and Men in Black.
Johnny Knoxville.
That's it,
That's
Johnny
it.
Knoxville. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll fight Logan Paul or KSI. I'm not being funny. That'll bring some money in. I'm not going to lie to you. I think Logan Paul's better than KSI. I think his jab's so much more beautiful. KSI's just a winger. But I'd wing with him. Yeah. See,
For the money.
Wilkinson says it was Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah. Yeah. I love all the old boxers and wrestlers and that.
Jackass was something, wasn't it? They wouldn't be able to do that today.
No, but they're Dirty Sanchez as well.
That was even
That's
worse.
right, Welsh guys. Yeah.
Some of the stuff they did was so messed up.
Yeah, they Dirty Sanchez did something like they did liposuction and they had to drink it. Oh, it was, like they wouldn't get away with any of that today. Like it would get cancelled. Like not even by the TV people, but like people would cancel it. Like cancel culture would get them like straight away. Like some of the stuff they used to say like on the show. Like
did you ever see the slingshot where Steve-O's in a porta potty?
Yeah.
And slingshot him in the air. He done an interview the other day where he's talking about that one. He goes, yeah, they weren't allowed to use human poo. So, but you can actually buy by the ton dog poo. So they ended up buying dog poo because it's a good replica.
That's even worse.
That's what I thought.
Dog poo's
Oh,
dangerous.
There is a
humans.
website. There is a website where you can send poo in a box to people. There is.
No, like seriously, like dog poo is actually dangerous to humans. Like there's something in it that like can make you go blind.
Yeah.
Surprised it wasn't like horse manure or something. But yeah, I remember watching an episode where they locked was it Bam in the back of the
car when they thought he was a terrorist. That one.
I can't know. They put him in the back of like a bus or something, and then they put snakes in with him, and he was like proper freaking out because he hates snakes.
Yeah.
He's like, "Don't put snakes in," and then like they just chucked loads in.
I like it when he used to cling film his uncle. Is it Vito or something? What his name was? He used to cling film him to his armchair and then put him on the back of a trailer and just drive him around like mad people.
Yeah, I still want to do. I want to do a meetup like where loads of us go to one CARBOOT and then we all have like 50 quid.
Instead of doing that, look, Kieran's come up with a better meetup plan. We'll just sort out a little boxing card of all the resellers and just see who wants to raise some money for charity. and punch someone.
Yeah, but you'd have to have like a medic there. It's expensive.
It's not expensive to have a medic because I've ran my own fight night before. It's not expensive. I think it was £300 for the medic. It was £1,000 for the ring. Insurance come with the ring because that is all a big package deal. So really, to put the show on, it was all about £1,700 altogether with the referee, the judges, and the insurance and the paramedics. It costs about £1,700 to put a show on.
Okay, and how are you gonna?
That's with a cage, not a boxing ring. A boxing ring would be even cheaper. £300 for a boxing ring.
So we're 1,700 in before we've even had a fight yet.
Closer to 1,000 because of obviously the ring instead of a cage. I'll spot that. I'll spot that for charity. If people are game to fight, I reckon that Nick will be good.
Who's Nick gonna fight?
I don't know, but he's Mike. Reselling live matches.
I don't know.
Okay. All right, who would you put Nick against? I reckon he's got some moves. I'm not joking. He used to be a police officer, didn't he?
I think Nick and James collects.
I can see that, yeah.
They're about the same size, about the same height. Obviously, Nick's got a few years on him, but seems like a good matchup. Who else have we got in the community? We got
Richard, are you fighting?
We put Kieran in against. Who could Kieran go against?
Mike.
I fight anyone. I fight Logan Paul, his brother Paul, and KSI all together. I fight them all together.
Reseller though. I reckon Mike.
Who are we gonna put George in with?
With George Ross.
George Ross can fight himself, I guess. Put Mirror.
Ems, do you fancy one?
Put George Ross in with like an antique like cupboard or something. Nick would smash James. Who's Ricky gonna fight? Ricky can fight the winner of.
No, it won't be like winner stays on sort of deal because you only get like one fight. Who would Ricky fight? Oh.
No, he's saying Ricky's saying he'll squash a lot of you.
Ricky, pick someone. No, he didn't say that. He said he'll. Oh yeah, he does say he'll squash a lot of you.
Squash a lot of you boys. Go on, Ricky.
Andrew Nolan. There we go. Andrew Nolan can fight.
Right, let's end this conversation before we get in trouble.
George Ross and Andrew Nolan. There we go.
Okay, fair enough. Right, moving on before someone gets upset at us.
Ricky, if you could get to 100 kilos, I'll go.
Ricky and Joe. There we go.
I'll go, Ricky. But you have to chat some shit to me.
The fight is on.
Someone's saying George Ross versus Andrea Hills.
Wait, why are you trying to beat me up now, Ricky? What the hell? I mean, you don't want to fight me. I'll just fart on you in the ring.
Just fart in the ring, and you won't want to be in.
There's toxic gas. That's in the rules, right?
Body shot. That Mike Tyson body shot, slip left.
Well, this interview's like gone a bit sideways, isn't it?
Turned into a range in a box.
It's gone way off topic.
It's what happens when the guests don't show up on time.
I like chat boxing. Boxing's fun. You see, Mike Tyson's fighting again. He's got another fight.
Another one? Oh, that last one was so trash.
Trash though. He wasn't trash. Do you see how well we moved?
Yeah, but it wasn't a great fight though, let's be honest. Like if you thought that was a great like fight to watch, then you're deluded.
You think 50-year-old man, no one expected him to come in.
For two people that age, okay, they did well. But the fight itself was disappointing and boring.
I think it's only disappointing because of Roy Jones. He just held on and it was boring. Mike Tyson was trying to fight.
I think the problem was Roy thought it was an exhibition fight, and Tyson came to knock someone out, and Roy like thought that it was just hype, like to make money or whatever. And Mike then he realised that Mike was being absolutely serious. But
I wouldn't fight it even now. Even now he's 50. I reckon body shot from him would drop anyone.
If you haven't actually seen Mike Tyson, I don't know if he's still doing that at the moment because of the boxing, but he was doing a podcast called Hot Boxing. That's such a fantastic podcast
just
to watch.
weed and gets high, isn't
He
it?
just smokes weed, gets high with his guests. Like he has some other guy that like runs it, like keeps him on the rails because he goes off topic and like starts talking about random stuff. A bit like you. We'll just be talking about.
Just cracked on with it.
Just be talking about one thing, and then Mike will like start talking about something completely different, and everyone's like, "Wait, what?"
I'm just looking forward to after lockdown. I just don't like lockdown.
Yeah, we got. How many more days have we got?
Money, just getting and doing a big blooming auction.
Sorry?
We have
I think we'd probably just raise more money doing a big auction.
No, I just want to punch someone.
We have 37 days until.
That's it. You just want to punch someone. You can just go out in the street and do that.
We got 37 days until charity shops reopen.
Yeah. Oh,
37 days. It's like exactly a month today.
A month and a week, yeah.
The boot sales open again as well, don't they?
What I don't understand is why the schools have got going back tomorrow, but we can't go to a shop. It's so annoying.
They did COVID tests on
My
kids as
son's
well.
going back Tuesday.
Yeah, but it's like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, you can have like 40 students in one classroom for an hour at a time, but I can't go in a charity shop with 2 other people for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I understand. It is frustrating, but at the end of the day, kids do need to learn still. It's more important that a kid gets a good education than I get to go into a charity shop, if that makes sense. And as long
my son's school, I think they're making the day a bit longer to try and get them to catch up. And apparently they're going to make the school holidays shorter.
Oh, that's savage.
So they catch up.
They're making what
shorter?
shorter?
Savage, isn't it? They're making the school holiday, so like, I don't know, I suppose, for instance, say they've got 6 weeks off in the school in the summer, they might knock a week off of it or something, is what they're saying at my boys' school. And they're making, I think they've got to stay like an extra 40 minutes or an hour a day to try and get back on course.
Yeah, that's how are they doing it? I don't know how they're doing it, because obviously, like, what if you had your exams this year? Like, you've not learnt anything. How are they gonna? I know they're doing like pre-grading from like mock exams, but like, I didn't even do mock exam. Well, I didn't even try on my mock exams, so like I would have failed like just out of the fact that they chose to grade from my mocks.
Tests are not compulsory. Does that include like GCSEs and stuff like that?
No, he means COVID tests.
Oh, COVID tests.
Getting the kids back to school is about getting the parents back to work as much as anything. That's true, but how are they going to go back to work when all the shops are shut?
Yeah, but not everybody works in retail.
Yeah, but offices have stayed open the whole time. They've just offices have been allowed to stay open. Just most of them chose to send their staff home to work from home. So it's not like they're reopening because they've been open the entire time.
We're going to have a bit of a trend where people will be working more from home from now on anyway. I think workers are going to see it's going to help them reduce costs of like insurance.
That's going to suck like in the overall though, because everyone's going to be like mentally ill, like if everyone's working from home and never leaving the house.
I think that the mental health aspect of it is going to be worse than people just staying at home all the time. I think after lockdown, like, hygiene is obviously key anyway, but people are going to be so OCD about things now. People who haven't left their house since last year, people probably won't leave their house because of this. Like, it's caused panic, and it's like it's going to have a long. It's like Vietnam. Vietnam had a lot of people die in Vietnam, but you have more people commit suicide over Vietnam than. No, I'm just using it as an example.
I know. I'm just
people
wondering how we get to that example
over Vietnam than actually died in Vietnam.
Like PTSD and stuff, you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. They're saying that the flu season this year's, like at the end of this year, is going to be the worst one in a long time because no one has an immunity because we've been locked up inside for the last year. It's like, well, yeah. You don't let anyone out for a year, they're going to get sick when they leave. Like, that's just what's going to happen. And it's like, are we going to be locking down every year for like the next 20 years to like stop flu now as well? Is that what's going to happen? Like, is it going to be like a new 3 months of the year?
The idea of the lockdown was to not let coronavirus establish, wasn't it? It was to kind of prevent another flu, prevent another thing similar to the flu, which obviously I think it went on too far. And I say it went on too far. I didn't go on too far. It's just we didn't complete that task. It's still going to be around every single year now, but we're just going to have vaccines for it, just like the flu now.
Yeah. It's put you off going on buses or trains in the future. Yeah, just sit at the front of a bus, you'll be fine, because the air all goes to the back.
I mean, lucky enough, I don't think I don't remember the last time I went on a bus or a train.
My train that I take into town's okay, because there's never anyone on it. Literally, there's like 10 people, like at any given time between the 2 stations, and I can just have my own carriage to myself. So, like, if you ever watched.
How many people has sat in that seat before and touched that handle before?
I stand up. I don't touch anything. I use my elbow to let me in, and then I use my elbow to let me out, and that's it. I just stand up.
Did you see videos that were going about when it all first kicked off, and there was this guy and he was stood on an underground in America or something, I think it was, and he was just licking handpole.
There was that woman that was like, licking the tubs in Tesco's and stuff, like all the lids and that.
That got made illegal. It actually literally got made illegal. That they actually made a law that you cannot lick. Also, I can't remember.
What if you have like a pot licking fetish? You just you have to lock them up. It's not right. It's weird. Village says he took a year off last November and he's never going back to the office. Rule your own world. Yeah, I'm so lucky that I chose to do this like the year like they all kicked off, like the beginning or the end of the year before they all kicked off.
So I was quite lucky that obviously during the first lockdown I built a business. Well, I didn't build it. It was already a very finely established business. It was probably turning over like £300 to £1,000 a month. And then it hit April. Then we're going to £3,000 to £4,000 or £5,000 a month. And then as we got into the second lockdown, it was more like £9,000, £10,000 a month. So I grew last year. Like, if it wasn't for lockdown, my business wouldn't have kicked off as well as it did. And if it wasn't for like the opportunities that I took at the times I took them, like moving into the warehouse, moving into the office, building the shed was a mistake, but we live and we learn.
I think you would have got there. You wouldn't have transitioned away from the kitchen, like doing the cooking and that as quick. That you probably would have done maybe like another year or so in the kitchen before you quit.
I did actually stop chefing in September. I haven't needed chefing since April, May time, but I've stuck with it because that was my job. I'm not handing in my notice. I did speak to my boss and said to her, look, after all of this eat out to help out scheme, do you want me to move my merry own way? Because you've got 3 chefs still. You need to keep their hours up. People aren't going to have as much money. And I come up with the decision between me and my ex-employer that I'm going to leave, hand in my notice and leave whenever they needed me to leave. And it just turned out it was September. They said, right, Jay, brilliant. You're sorted now, you can go. And I was happy.
Yeah, me and Richard, we had loads of plans, didn't we, for like video ideas and everything. And then it all locked down again, and then we couldn't do them. So I think this year, if we can get around to them, yeah, we got loads of good ideas that we're not telling anyone because they will get stolen. We got like maybe 5 or 6 different ideas.
Even better now. Once all this is all over and done.
Oh, I've got some like videos coming out in the next couple of weeks.
Kieran saying it was him that was licking the hand.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. That's why he got kicked out of B&M the other day, wasn't it? The real reason.
He was just licking everything and putting it back on the shelf.
Licking all the stock, yeah.
it's crazy. I mean, that's the good thing, though. Like I say, you know, lockdown has sort of given people the opportunity to have a clear out, get rid of all their stuff, and for resellers to get stock. I mean, you know, if it wasn't for that, Facebook Marketplace really has been a godsend for everybody, I think.
Yeah,
Have you seen
for a
Sam?
lot of people.
Sam sells stuff. You must have seen his channel before. He was on here live the other day.
Yeah.
He
Sam
built
lives
his
near
business.
me.
He built his business in lockdown, so he's never known reselling outside of lockdown. So all of his sourcing's been done during lockdowns. Like he said
Yeah.
he's never been to a boot sale.
I mean, he's done really well because before I got COVID, we were sort of equal pegging on the subs and that, and he just flew. I was laid up and we're back for 3 weeks, couldn't get out of bed, and then he just took off.
I think for a
Killed
long
it.
time, my equal with Subwise, the way I was rating myself is because they come around about the same time as me, was DB resells. But was like slowly trickling up, and he went from like nothing to 2,500, not 2,500, 1,500. I was like, wow, how did he do that? But then he stopped making videos, and I passed him, and I just kept going. And I'm not saying like I got loads of subscribers or anything like that. In fact, over the next couple of weeks, I'm probably going to be losing subscribers with content I'm sticking out. But I'm happy. It's my channel. It's stuff that I want to do now.
Literally, like from someone that's done content creation, like not just always on YouTube but on Twitch as well. The worst thing you can ever do is like match yourself with someone else, like in any way, shape, or form. Like try and compare to like, oh, we had 1,000 at the same time and now they're above, or I'm above them, or what. Like it's the worst. Like it's mentally wrecks you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really compare myself because Sam sells stuff. His channel is purely reselling. Mine's not. See, all you guys, most of the channels are just reselling channels. Mine isn't. Mine's Night's Life. So I've got videos on there where I went to Auschwitz and Poland and with the wife, and I've got, you know, thunderstorms, or when I went out in Storm Kiara. People loved that. That video just went mad, and I only had a couple of hundred subs, if that, then, and they loved it that I was going out in a storm. And you know,
that video, like even though I've seen that video, it's still like on my recommended. It's still there.
Video,
no matter how many times I click, I'm not interested in Storm Ciara.
It keeps coming back.
It keeps popping back up. It's like YouTube.
Yeah, but you know, so I've got drone footage. So I'm not stuck in that niche, and I'm not sort of telling people, oh yeah, I'm just a reseller and my channel's just about reselling. So, you know, I mean, some of the people that are subbed are interested in that, obviously, but not everyone's gonna be. So it's a bit different for me because mine isn't purely just reselling.
My channel started with Pokemon. Like I'm just looking at it now. My first ever video was
Gone full
Pokemon
circle,
Go
then.
spoofing on Pokemon Go, and then I've got catching shiny legends, opening Pokemon cards, then buying Pokemon cards off of eBay, and then it's gone on to reselling. Like a year after.
I mean, I don't know anything about Pokemon. That's one thing I know nothing about. But I bought 2 boxes. I've got 2 sealed boxes at home.
How much did you pay for them?
The new ones. 52.50 each, I think, plus postage.
You got them retail.
It was about 110. It was about 110 quid for the 2 boxes.
What's up, Rich, in the chat?
Yeah.
How are you? Welcome. Do you know we've been live for an hour and 20 minutes already?
Really?
That's crazy.
I haven't done much talking about.
We talked about boxing for about an hour.
Yeah. Rich has been here for about 10 minutes.
I haven't. I was only about 10 minutes late. I didn't do bad.
I'm trying to think. Like you phoned me off. Like getting there after. It's like throwing me off. I'm trying to think of like questions.
Don't blame me. You should have had it all prepared.
I did, and then you didn't show it. I'm joking.
Are you a forklift driver now then?
I've still got the certificate, but I haven't done it since I left to work.
I guess I guess we'll throw the questions to the chat. If anyone has any questions, pop them in the chat, and we'll get them answered for you.
I used to be
I mean, at 18, when I was 18, I was driving the big telescopics on building sites.
I didn't ever do them. I've only ever had a
Absolutely hated it.
What, scissor lifts?
I was 18 years old. I was nearly having tear-ups with everybody on site because the brickies would want their stuff, and they're going, "Come on, don't worry about the roofers. Yeah, do this, do that." It was just absolutely nuts.
I got stuck on a scissor lift once. Like it went all the way up to the top, and it was windy as well. And those things like proper rock, like you feel like it's gonna collapse. Like they're so.
Yeah, not nice.
Like I was like laying on the thing, like let me down, to like open the panel and like release it, and then it slowly comes.
I'm not overly keen on heights anyway. I never was, but I do mad things like I was scared of heights. So I started. Some mad Irishman convinced me to jump out of aeroplanes. So I started doing that. Still don't like heights. But you know, it's one of them things. But scissor lifts and all that, I just don't like it. I mean, I watched that Ali Law, and he climbs up these buildings, and he climbs literally. He'll climb up to the biggest building in China, and he'll even get out on the roof, go up the last ladders, and he'll stand on the top where they got the spike thing on top of the buildings, the spike very top. You can't go any higher. He'll stand up there and hold on to that, and he'll just be like,
he'll fall off one day
with a camera. But just watching it scares the living daylights out of me.
There's that video of that guy that was like so well versed in like.
I'm not the one that was clinging onto the ledge, and then he suddenly went.
Yeah, he clinged on, and then he did like a pull up or something.
Flip up and a flip down. Yeah, pull up and then drop down.
Yeah, he did too many. He did too many, and then he couldn't get back up, and then you just see him. He just fell.
It just scares the life out of me.
That was like China or Japan or something. I think that one was.
Yeah, they're nuts. They do it all in Dubai and Saudi and all that as well. Them tall buildings.
That's right. I used to be something. So I used to be an outdoor leisure instructor where I'd clip people into the top of the what's that red and black weapon? That's not a weapon. That's a retro lancer.
Oh, sure.
I used to be an outdoor leisure instructor. I used to tie people up to the zip line and send them down and stuff like that. There's a place I worked in Dartmoor, and halfway down, the poor girl had a seizure. And obviously, when you get to the bottom of the zip line, you're supposed to drop your rope to the other instructor. The other instructor will hold the rope. Then you'll pull the lever on the gree, and you'll like abseil down. Obviously, she couldn't do that because she was having a seizure. So
yeah. I
had to zip line down to her, clip her to my harness, cut her rope, and then zip myself down. And yeah, poor girl, she defecated everywhere, and like the instructor below goes up, didn't really know what to do. But yeah, she was alright. Got the ambulance then, she was fine. But things like that, just very nice.
Yeah, it's not good, is it? I'm not keen on heights. I mean, someone got me drunk when I was in Ibiza when I was a lot younger, and I ended up on a catapult bungee.
Oh god, those things are dodgy.
It wasn't a good night for me. I do, but earlier on than that, they had me stripped stark, all naked, in the middle of a nightclub. And not being funny, one of my mates from where I lived at the time, this was in Ibiza, and one of the mates where I lived in Surrey, his ex-girlfriend was there.
Oh god.
In the bar. And like, you got to do this bungee game, and like you got to try and run and pick the post-it notes off the wall, and they pull you back. Well, I went to run, and they come up behind me and just debagged me.
Did you just take a photo of the chat?
Yeah, Stacey's messaging me, and he didn't know what I was doing, so I took a picture of, because I haven't messaged him back for an hour, he might panic. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'd ride like any roller coaster in the world, but that like ball thing you sit in that releases the launch thing, like nah, because I've seen the videos where like the cable snaps and stuff, and it's like nope. Like
I don't know.
I don't mind some of the rides, but they do get to me. But there's one at I can't remember where it's Chesington or Full Park. and there's one, and it's like it's only a little ride, but it goes around like that. He's sitting these little things, and it goes around like that, but then it tilts up, and it's just it's the one that gets me every time. Makes
Oh,
me
I know
feel
what you mean. That's at Chessington, yeah. It's like the big circle that goes like this over the
it's
hub.
just like it's almost like
It's like a disc,
tent,
yeah.
and it just sends you around, but it just does me right in.
Yeah, we're going to be doing a reseller meetup at Fort Park this year because I love Fort Park. It's my closest park, so yeah, we're going to get a date and everyone's going to
I'm
book.
about
and
10 minutes from it at the minute, I think 10, 15 minutes. I'm on it with my brother, so it's not far from me either.
yeah, you'll be there. I'll get Joe to come along. He won't come along.
My whole family are travelling showmen. We pretty much live on them sort of things.
Yeah, you like rides then? Are you going to come along?
I won't go on the rides, but I'll come along, yeah.
What?
Well, I've lived...
Listen, World of Adventures are alright, because they got the animals.
My
and
childhood was Candy Floss and bloody Twist.
Yeah.
That's where I used
Candy
to live.
Floss is
Oh,
so
yeah,
good.
El Twister.
I used to eat burgers and Candy Floss every day and go on the rides and run the rides and run my own little stalls.
My favourite funfair ride is the Waltzer. Like that's the best ride for sure.
I think my favourite one is the cage.
Oh yeah,
like the
cage
grabby
is good,
that
yeah.
spins around and you get stuck to it.
Yeah.
Or the
They
carpet
get stuck to the
roller.
walls.
You know, the carpet roller, that was always really cool. It's literally just a tube that
Yeah.
span that carpet on it, and you just got carpet burns when you walk in there. Looking old school. Or Dodgems, obviously. Dodgems always fun.
Yeah, you got a massive couple of big rides at the end of Brighton Pier. It's quite cool.
Yeah, I'm hoping they plan a new ride for Fort Park soon. They've not had one since 2012, so it's been like 9 years. So hopefully we get a new one next year. But obviously with everything that's going on,
is that when they put Swarm in?
Yeah,
Swarm
2012. Yeah, it's been that long. It's crazy. And then Alton Towers had Wicker Man 2018, I think now 2019. Yeah, 2018.
Yeah, I've not been on that one.
Stacey's popped in the chat now. That's Stacey from Recovered Riches, if you don't know.
Welcome.
I'll just send him a picture to show that we're live.
The man himself. You got here late. We're ending in a minute. Sorry.
That'd be cool to have a meet up somewhere like Fort or Cheshunt.
Yeah, Fort Park would be sick because I normally do 2 days. I book a hotel because obviously I get off at Staines train station and it's right down the road. So, and there's a couple of hotels right there. So I usually stay with me and my mates, stay in a hotel, do 1 day, stay in the hotel, and then go home.
20 minutes from where you live.
Yeah, but you want to get to the park early, so I'm not training and.
Oh yeah, you get in early in that, don't you? Yeah.
Both days going back and then coming back. But the hotel's like 30 quid, so it's not expensive.
Stacey just sent me a message saying, "Check the chat video." I think I commented. Stacey is very YouTube. Like he's got his own channel, but he's YouTube illiterate. Somebody else runs his channel for him.
Very well versed.
Hey boys.
He doesn't know how to stick a thumbs up. He doesn't know how to put a comment on until the other day.
He's put a little face blowing a kiss.
He loves us. Stacey's a ledge. Do you know what? Talking about boxing, Stacey boxing. Stacey's turning over about 150 grand.
Stacey can box.
Jesus.
The guy that did the rap video.
Guy did the rap video. No, Connor, the other guy in the video, he works for Stacey. He's got he works a couple of hours a week for Stacey as a PAYE. So that's why I want to start getting my guy who I've got working for me at the minute on as a PAYE and offer him like holiday pay, sickness pay, all of these other benefits. What I would want if I was going for a job, I want to be able to offer that to my staff as well, which I will be transferring over to that when I transfer over.
What happened to the one that didn't turn up?
He just never turned up. Not a message.
He's never had nothing.
Nothing. I was quite upset by that as well because he was perfect for the position, absolutely perfect. And if he turned around to me and goes, "Nah, actually, this job doesn't pay me enough," I would have actually turned around and offered him more. That's how keen I was to get him on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stop being so ignorant. Nick and Andrew are live. They wouldn't do it to you. I think you'll find I was live before Nick and Andrew went live. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
We're talking about boxing. They're talking about something else. It's fine. It's a boxing channel.
Mate, some people, like, they're so... I don't know whether they're trolls or whether they're just, like, stupid in the brain.
YouTube's a big place, isn't it? Do you know
Like,
what I mean?
go ask Nick and Andrew if they care that we're streaming at the same time, because they'll probably ban you from the chat for being a stupid person.
How much for each one?
Yeah, it was on Nick's. I think it was on Nick's last week or the week before.
I did catch that, yeah. Alright, here's a little opportunity for you, a little live opportunity if you want to take it. Stacey's just sent me a message saying, ask Jay if he wants to bulk buy teeth whitening kits.
No thanks.
I'm about to buy another teeth whitening, so looking to start wholesale. What, are you selling your beer runners too? Oh, and if you want to buy beer runners, I could tell you now that if you look on my sold listings,
I'll buy the beer runners. I'll buy the beer runners, but I don't want teeth whitening kits. Thank you.
the beer runners go for about $7.50 each, brand new, and he's got maybe 4,000, 5,000 of them.
Yeah, I'm not taking 4,000 of them.
It weighs quite a lot.
I'll take 100.
So,
I bought a load of beer mats. They go well. Beer mats.
I picked up foot pumps for 10p each. Jesus, are they new? That's pretty good.
The guy that Jay bought all of the glasses from, he's one of my contacts, and I buy beer runners from him. I say I buy beer runners. I've never bought beer runners, but it's one of my contacts. But Lauren bought the last lot from him, which was a load of parasols and a load of beer runners. The parasols will go between 50 and 60 quid each, and the beer runners consistently at £7.99 plus £3.50 postage each. And obviously, because she done really well with that, I was looking at bulk buying beer runners because each one of them beer runners owed her 20 or 30p. Stacey come across somebody who teeth whitening kits are £27 on their websites. He can have them at £2.50 each if he buys bulk plus postage. Beer runners £1.25 each if you buy bulk. But yeah, so he'll sell you some for £1.25 each. There you go.
Yeah.
He'll do what? Sorry.
Sell you some for £1.25 each.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Was that beer runners?
I think that's a good price. I'll be buying some of him.
If they're like,
the rubber mats.
If we all buy the same beer mats, they're all exactly the same beer mats. If we all buy the same beer mats, we are each other's competition. And then
exactly, yeah.
Going to be undercutting to try and sell it. If I was in that position, I'd be like, now I own this market, I will set the price for this item and have a long-lasting listing. That's what I would do personally. If I was Stacey, I'd just be like, nope, I'm going to be greedy of this. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to sell it all myself at $7.99 each, and I will just. It's just what I would do.
Yeah.
Guys, we lost a subscriber. I'm very sad.
Wait, who left you?
Era Woody unsubscribed to the channel.
Oh, no.
Unfortunately, so I'm just going to delete my channel. It's over.
Oh, I'm going to see the banter that's been going on.
Era Woody has left the channel, so I think we're just going to call the channel. We're just going to end it there, guys. No more videos, no more streams. You know, it's a sad day. He was the only one propping up the channel, you know.
Daniel Palmer says it's not an airport. You don't need to announce your departure.
Wow, that was serious. I don't think Nick and Andrew really cares, to be honest with you. I don't understand that. Like, they got 700 views. I'm pretty sure
They're not even that. They're not even like that, Nick and Andrew. You know, they do their thing and they just they don't mind who does
This person was never subscribed to me, and if they are, then they're just an idiot. So they're just trolling. It's all good. At the end of the day, they're wasting their time here, so that's kind of funny if you think about it.
It might just
Well,
be a new.
you'd think, well, if they're more bothered about obviously being on someone else's live, go and watch that live. Why watch one that they're moaning about?
Yeah, it's probably a Joe hater just come along to
Probably
chat
is.
some shit
I
in the
get a lot
chat.
of them. A lot of them.
Right, do we have any questions for Rich before we end the show? Because we are running a bit over schedule today. An hour and 40 minutes we've been live for. And I'm sure he wants to go have a shower after shoveling
I just want to say,
shoveling horse poop out of the stables.
Shoveling plenty. Yeah, I've done 2 barrows full. Yeah, well,
Mucking out, as they call it.
yeah, well, yeah.
Can you muck out? Can you muck out Era Woody from the chat for me? You shovel him out.
I think he's done that himself.
Leave him in there.
He's done that himself.
He's an embarrassment to himself, so I wouldn't too worry too much about it.
He's gonna go shake the snake tonight, thinking about his little messages in the chat, isn't he?
Shake his snake.
You're gonna be dreaming about it, you know. Oh yeah, I got him good. I got him good today, guys. Oh yeah. I told him that Nick and Andrew had 700 views. Woo!
I just don't see the point in trolls. I just don't get it.
You know what it is? They've been locked inside for a year. That's what it is.
They'll go and stir crazy.
And he probably makes 1 sale a month.
We're all at that point. One point in time.
He's a 1 sale a month, locked inside for a year, probably on £20 a week from his parents, like not benefits, but like was it pocket money?
Now there's someone you can fight. As your fighting partner, Jay.
No, yes. he's already lost.
Yeah, I would.
Genuinely, you're mortal enemy now. You know that. You understand that, yeah?
I think they left. To be honest, I don't think they're here anymore.
It doesn't matter, does it? It still makes him your mortal enemy.
I guess there's no questions. No questions, guys. Come on. If only I had a spanner, yeah.
Excavating excretia.
Trolls hate their own life. It's that simple. I don't know.
They probably enjoy it, to be honest. Yeah, they probably enjoy it.
Well, that's what I was just about to say. Whatever makes them happy.
I mean, we've entertained him in some way.
Yeah.
If he's come in to troll and it's made him happy, then I guess we succeeded, right?
Exactly. Yeah, done your job well.
You've lost a subscriber. Oh, why's my subscriber count not gone down? Let me go check mine. It might be one of my subscribers.
Probably,
yeah. Oh no! He's come over to my side. He's quit you and he's come onto my side. I've gone up
to the dark side.
Yeah, it's coming to the good side. It is the bloody dark side if you go watch Joe. I've actually gained 3 subscribers today, so
I've lost a few this week.
Nothing to do with being locked in for a month, Jay. A month, more than a month. Just an a-hole with too much time on their hands. Yeah.
Too many b-holes.
Anyway, I'm gonna call that the end of the show because you know what? I really need a pee.
Me too.
I really need the loo, and I think Richard wants to go eat and have a shower or whatever he's got to go do. So
I can smell him. I can smell him from there.
Smell the horse shit. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you're still here, appreciate it. It was a good show. It kind of went a little bit off the rails today. We didn't really talk much about reselling, but you know we had a good time. No. So we will be back next week. We don't have any planned guests right now for next week, so it might be just me and Joe. But if we get someone booked in, then obviously we'll have a guest. But maybe we'll get Nick on next week, and then Eero will have to come here to watch Nick stream on a Sunday because he's on my live, and then that will be interesting.
Who's on your live?
No, I said maybe I'll get Nick to come on our live next week, so he has to come watch Nick on my channel.
Don't even speak to Nick about it. Just do a thumbnail with Nick in it, saying Sunday Spiel. I'm confused. Nick as well saying, am I supposed to be on your channel as well?
To be honest, I'll just get Nick to start half an hour later and he can come on here for an hour before and then, you know, sorted. I'm sure he'd come on.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Les is dressed up as Era.
What?
Les is actually secretly created a new account called Era Woody.
Oh, maybe.
See if we could get Era Woody on. See if we can
Yeah.
get him on. Just voice chat
Maybe.
only.
Have you seen what his game cartridge is up to? It's up to crazy money.
No,
it's
he
come
ended
down.
it.
How's it
He
come
ended
down?
it. He ended it and relisted it for 10 grand because it was just trolls that were bidding on it. It was
He ended it and relisted it for what? 10 grand.
10 grand, yeah.
Jeez.
I'd
see
like
what
buy it
went-
now, but
It was up to 50 odd, wasn't it?
no, it got up to like 80, I think.
Is it really? It's
Yeah.
nuts.
Anyway,
It's nuts.
we're gonna end. Thank you, everyone, and we'll see you again next week. Take care. Have a good one. Hope you have loads of juicy sales, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.
Bye.
P.S. Sorry, Nick and Andrea, for stealing your stream time. I do apologise. Please forgive me.